celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Buckeyes will boot it away to start the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll leave it with him. There he goes. Picks up the first down. Past the 10. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
The Wolverines trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
And how about the wheels for the QB? You can tell, man, he can roll, and they're going to use him. This is just the first drive. You see him going for the touchdown. I imagine we'll see more of that guy running the football with that kind of speed.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, the running back looking for room. At the 35, he's open. Oh, he's got some space. And that was a huge run that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder.
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. All kinds of room to the right. The 20. Touchdown, Wolverine. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw. It's back. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Across the 35. Out of bounds at the 36. And a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They'll run it from the gun. Shakes off the defender. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the...
Turning it on! Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8. Man, oh man, contact was optional. It was like the back was engaging in a lot of social distancing or something.
Yeah, that was way too easy. Defenses is about funneling the ball to the unblocked defender. You could tell they didn't have a clue what was going on. They got to get the ball turned. You can't let him run north-south and try to get him downhill like that, especially with that kind of speed.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage from no gain on the play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Caught in the backfield, it's Roberts. Touchdown, Ohio State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. He'll try to tack on one more. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big body frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I mean, I can go back to 2006 when they were 1-2 in the country. You know, like, these games really matter. The uniforms are clean. The athletes are flowing. There's tons of athletes all over the place. This is always a huge showdown.
And you think about some of the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry.
He's running free down the middle. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Michigan. Once he got some room, it was over.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. To the air, it's Beck. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Graham. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. They have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
To the air on first down. Got the quick pass. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
And now on second down for this offense. Looking to fire. Finds a tight end. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
That's a great example of the defense there, tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
I think third and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a fourth down situation.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And how about the defense defense coming up big on 4th and short. You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
They'll run it to the right. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Buys a little time with his feet. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Breaks into the open. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22.
The defense selling out to stop it on 3rd and super short. They don't bring him down, Jesse. Next thing you know, he's in the 2nd level.
You're absolutely right. 3rd and inches like that, if you just get a little crease offensively, it can be a big play. In the back that time, hit the hole and show out the speed.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start. And I'm going to stop the run and stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
Flushed out of the pocket. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back. In this offense, I tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this 1st quarter.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacked on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed it going up top for the final few inches and the score. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Got it in the middle, it's LeBlanc. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st. Hand off from the shotgun. Powers through the defender. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. A couple of yards short of the 1st down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got room on the return. The 10.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Nevada is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in Reno. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Colorado State. The Mountain... likes to keep things interesting, fellas, and we'll circle back if anything big happens.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Roberts. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line. To the air, it's Sayin.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
So now it's 2nd and long. The play action fake. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Secures it at the 30. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Handoff to the single running back. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Fires to the tight end. There he goes. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be. And a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Unleashes one. He's open on the right. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the 1st down.
The Wolverines are rolling down the field. Here we go. Wants to go up top. They've got the screen set up. Touchdown, Wolverines! A great catch and run for 6. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent, and this one's over.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this country. In-state rivalries, interconference rivalries, great history, great pageantry. But I think what makes Ohio State versus Michigan unique is the fact that more often than not, these are two...
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Dropping back, it's Sayin. Under fire. Stands in and takes the hit. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are...
Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. Got some room to run. A sweet return after the pick, and they'll have it at the 43.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And the Wolverines have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting 4-star defensive linemen, gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
He's brought down the line of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous, chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
Leaves it with the running back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs. And the
quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Pick off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. From the gun, running back on the move. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
What a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out, but to be able to break on the football when it's throwing one of those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And the Buckeyes are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Got a lot of room to the right. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Buckeyes. He got a step and just dusted the field.
I like it. You're backed up towards the end zone, and you go aggressive and spin the football. Try to make the big play, and do they ever. 90-plus yards to the house. Who needs space? I'll take 6.
They'll line up to go for 2. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Michigan.
Here comes the 2-point try. They want to throw it. He gets it in there for the 2, and they'll chop a couple off that lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And man, did they cover that ground in a flash. A 95-yard touchdown pass. Still a big hill in front of them, and they'll try to start the climb with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going for a big play downfield. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Facing a 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Here's a hit. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Gets it out of the air for the first time today, and didn't see much of him that loss a week ago. Called on just once. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. At the 40, there he goes. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
Fantastic job there buying time and then using his speed to go get a huge chunk play. And you saw on defense a lot of people in the back end with their heads turned around chasing receivers. It's dangerous. You want to play man coverage. You don't want to keep your eyes on the quarterback. You're going to pay for it. You saw it right there.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pulls it in. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Offense getting set for first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to throw. It's Sayin. Here comes the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
The Buckeyes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Oh, they're after him. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, the head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here at the very end of the first half when you got to have it. Execution has got to be great in these 2-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the first half.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll line up to go for two. To the air, it's Sayin. Bringing the heat. The pressure gets to him. Quarterback is sacked, and the two-point attempt is denied, and the lead stays right where it is.
41, Ohio State, 21.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They finally get him stopped after he maneuvered his way to the 42.
First and 10.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
41, Ohio State 21.
Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He's got him in the flat. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Buckeyes want to move quickly. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Fires to the middle. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on fourth down. Trying play action. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points, and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. So here comes the Michigan offense. The give to the tailback. Plows through the defense. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that first down.
I love the play call there, too, because second and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The old saying is, you'll never go broke taking a profit. No matter how small, just keep building up the bank account.
Yep, and when the defense wants to drop back and not give up those big plays, a lot of times they're going to force you to be patient. And when you show them you can do that, it'll pay dividends in the long run.
To the ground with the back. Couldn't find any room at all, and he'll lose 7 on the play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And the Wolverines need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy. A 42-yarder from the left hash. Smashes it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They go to the ground. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Sayin. Hauls it in. Turning it on. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. He's got it inside the 15. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
That keeps the score. Michigan, 44. Ohio State, 27.
That deficit's still pretty big, and they'll try to get it right back and cut into it with an onside kick. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Other scores from around the country. Slippery Rock, 38. Seton Hill University, 20.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll try the run. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Leo, let's go.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. That type of pressure on the quarterback, that's vintage Ohio State, right in keeping with the legacy that's been established by the Buckeye D.
Yeah, and you take pride in that. You own that legacy with all those guys you see performing at a high level in the NFL. Man, you see that, you want to go get it. Recruiting guys to fit those profiles. That's why Ohio State always has a good defensive line.
At the 34. Brings up third down.
The Wolverines need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Throws to the tight end. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Motion from the back. To the air on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Breaks into the open. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo.
Well, we know the game of college football is always evolving and changing, and one of the biggest reasons why is the quarterback evolution. Dual-threat quarterbacks. You're seeing two great examples in this game so far. Both guys can hurt you throwing it. Both guys can hurt you running it. It's been the running attack for both of these guys that's been the big story so far.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, this offense would take shots. They know they have targets that can fly, push down the field vertically. Nice job in coverage there.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Grabbed over the middle. It's Graham. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on fourth down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Well, they were trying to run a sweep, but they got put in the dustpan real fast.
And defenses understand, I cannot let fast guys get on the edge. I got to get that ball turning back towards the middle. Really good job of understanding that. Understanding if it gets too far outside from them big boys, they aren't even in the play. They're just chasing and running. So nice job by the defense not allowing that ball to get outside.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll run the RPO and throw it right.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive game.
The quick out. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. Now the play fake. Finds his tight end. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
To throw, it's Sayin. Got his man out of the backfield. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Unloads it left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ohio State.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it.
It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. And he'll be brought down.
That keeps the score. Michigan, 44. Ohio State, 33.
Still a lot of time to go here in the 3rd quarter, but they want the ball back right now with an onside kick. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've got it to a 2-possession game, but now going for the onside kick here in the 3rd quarter. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Here's the handoff. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. He'll try it again. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Caught over the middle. It's Singleton.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Here's the pressure. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
And the Wolverines are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Off the play fake. Now sliding to his left. He's going to take off. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
You just feel like throughout the course of this game, this guy's just going to have to make plays like this, right? Things aren't always going to be perfect, and protection's not going to be ideal. You're going to have to play with some effort, make some scrambles, make some things happen when plays break down, and at least try to put your offense in good positions. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but now he makes this decision a little more interesting here on fourth. And just not enough leg on that kick. You see it just gets knocked down by the crossbar.
They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. And the Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. There he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Could this guy be the next receiver to bring home a Heisman Trophy? He's got everything you look for in a game changer at the receiver position. He's off to a great start in this one.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Finds his back in the middle. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep it.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! And here they come almost all the way back.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Running behind that left side. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Haynes. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
You can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate, and that's the reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
Got it in the middle, it's Moore. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And how about this offense, man? They put the ball in the hands they trust the most. Fourth down, needed conversion. You're wanting to salt this clock away. You want this game to...
Oh, he's got some space. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And that was the biggest play of the game. They've got the lead offensively. They're trying to run this thing out. He coughs it up. The defense jumps on it, and all of a sudden, this game has a different feel.
Looking for a man. It's Sayin. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that Palmer. It's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account. It's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Shoves back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. He'll set up to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Roberts. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Smith. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
Up by 1. They're going to try to get the deuce here and make it a field goal lead. Off play action. Rushes on him. Quickly complete. Into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good, and now they're up by a field goal. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He'll step out of bounds at the 16 and leave his offense with a long field in front. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. The run to the left. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And that 2-minute drill, man, you're searching for those 1st downs. You got to find them. Sometimes it's a run, sometimes it's a screen. Whatever it is, they choose to run the football here. Still time, but we're still in that hurry-up situation.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. dances away. Outside the pocket, lets it go. A strike downfield. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. Quickly complete.
What a play by the defense. I'll tell you, every time that guy gets the ball in space, the entire stadium holds their breath because of his game-changing speed. That is an outstanding job of an open field tackle in a 2-minute situation with the lead.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. On the move. Tackled at the 45 after a 5-yard pickup.
On 2nd down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the 1st down on 2nd down. We don't need 3rd downs.
Got to find a completion on this one. He wants a big play here late. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. The game may be the best rivalry in college football, and this year, the Buckeyes will hold the bragging rights. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road there.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation.